Hi, this is Kimberly Miller with the Palm Beach Post, and we want to give you a quick update on Hurricane Matthew. We just got the 5 p.m. update from the Hurricane Center, and the track has shifted just a little bit to the west. I mean, just a little bit, but enough for them to put tropical storm watches up on the west coast of Florida. So we got hurricane warnings on the east coast and tropical storm watches on the west. If the timing is pretty much the same for us, it would be late Thursday, overnight Friday into early Friday morning when we'll see the worst of the winds. This is another view of it if you want to see. So here's the center of the track, which we're not supposed to focus on. So please don't focus on the center of the track. The hurricane can go either way inside of here. 2/3 of the time it falls within this track. 1/3 of the time it goes outside the track. So anyways, here's the version that brings the center of the cone paralleling the coast near and coming closest just south of Port Orange, and that is Friday morning. So it could go anywhere from, it could hit Miami at this point. So we want to just be aware of the variations. One thing that's also new is this loop-de-loop that this thing is taking. They have it as a hurricane still. Now, this is Monday, October 10th at 2 p.m., 75-mile-per-hour hurricane. Now, I talked to a forecaster at AccuWeather who told me this isn't all that unusual, but by the time it would make its way back to Florida, it would probably be a tropical storm or a tropical depression, most likely not a hurricane, because we do not want to see that happen. The biggest threat from Hurricane Matthew is still the winds. The Palm Beach County, the northeastern part, is in the extreme area for winds, and they're going to be pretty strong. If this thing does follow just the center, not wobble to the west even more because it would be worse, but if it just follows the center, the forecast right now is for some areas in Jupiter to get 91-mile-per-hour sustained winds and 111-mile-per-hour gusts, and that's overnight, early Friday. Now, these times are just approximate. It's not perfect. We've seen this thing stall and it's kind of been moving back all week, but today when I just checked, it was going at 12 miles per hour, so the timing seems to be on track from this morning. These are our hurricane force wind speed probabilities, and this has increased a little bit also throughout the day. If you notice, we're at about 50% chance of hurricane wind speed probability possible in Palm Beach County. This has changed a lot. We've got 100% chance now of tropical storm force possibilities, and even on the west coast, I mean, they're up to a 30 to 40% chance of feeling tropical storm force winds. So that tells you how strong this hurricane might be, and it's still expected to be a Category 4 storm off our coast. That's 130-mile-per-hour winds. One forecaster I talked to said center could be just 50 miles off of Lake Worth. So, and the hurricane force winds go out 40 miles. Tropical storm force winds go out, what was it, 170, about 170. It's been fluctuating a little bit. So just a little wobble there, and you could be a difference between tropical storm force winds and hurricane force winds. Palm Beach County Emergency Operations did request or recommend evacuations today for barrier islands and people who live in manufactured homes, it says homes of substandard construction, or if your home is prone to flooding. So it's mostly coastal areas where there is supposed to be a storm surge of 3 to 5 feet, and if you know the evacuation zones, it was A and B that are being recommended people evacuate. So again, this is palmbeachpost.com, has tons of information. Here's a map with the gas stations that have generators. We have a list of Publix that have generators, openings and closings. Just remember that tomorrow the worst of the winds are going to begin probably just after noon and go through Friday morning. Just keep checking the Palm Beach Post. We'll have people here 24 hours.